I got a fucking Stark Varg. I've been talking to Stark for a while, and they said, hey, we'll sponsor you a bike. You just can't ride it in the street. I said, say less. They sent the bike out. I got these 17-inch street wheels from Warp 9, and we're going to hit the street. This bike is in its own category. The charger is integrated into the stand. It comes with the nicest toolbox you've ever seen. 2 torque wrenches in there. Carbon fiber subframe. Brembo brakes on the front and rear. This is the best in the biz. 80 horsepower. This is the most powerful electric dirt bike ever produced and sold. And we got one with Supermoto wheels on it. And this is the last week you can enter my biggest giveaway ever. I'm giving away my truck with an E-Ride Pro SS. My truck's been in over 200 Sur Ronster videos. It's done everything I've needed it to. It's an amazing truck. And with the 72-volt bike, I don't know what more you could want. But this is the last week you have to enter my giveaway. Isn't this the most beautiful bike ever? I haven't put any miles on it. I've been saving the first ride for this video. The display is this Stark phone. It's pretty cool. It's actually a Stark phone, and it's usually mounted here on a wireless charger. But I took it off. I didn't want the phone in my face the whole time, and it still works off the charger. So it says your power mode, your percentage, your speed. The full power on this bike is 80 horsepower. In my highest power mode right now, I have it set at 65 because that's already insane. I'm going to save the full power test for another video. Today I'm going to get a feel for it, get these new wheels warmed up, new brakes, new bike. So I'm not going to go I'm going to go crazy. Like, this is going to be a fun ride, but 80 horsepower will not be in this video. That's going to be coming up. What's up, boss? Beautiful. Thank you, dude. It's my first ride on it. Next week? Yeah.
When will get this? You know how much it's cost? Doing YouTube
yeah.
videos?
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm just out here hoping there's no cops or anything because I don't have a plate on it. It's not street legal, but I'm gonna get a plate for it soon.
But yeah, it's electric.
That's my mindset. Wheels are a little wet from the grass. Let me just warm them up a little bit. Here we go. Stark Varg on the Supermoto wheels. In mode 1, I'm half throttle. Here we go. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay, a couple things to say. I was at half throttle. I gave it a little bit more, and I swear it almost kicked me off. And then I let off, and there was strong regen. So I got to get used to this. By far the most power I've ever felt on an e-bike. Here we go. This is literally half throttle in mode 1. Here's more. Woo. Oh no, that's unreal. That's unreal. What, did it turn off? Interesting. Oh, you know what? I think, ooh, it turned off. Because I went full throttle and then I went 0 throttle. I went full throttle and then let off. You're not supposed to do that. It's too much on the regen. There we go. Okay, so these are brand new wheels from Warp 9. Shout out to Warp 9 for sponsoring these wheel sets. Oh, that's cool. A couple motorcycles giving me the wave. I rarely get waves on the Sur. Warp 9 hooked up these Supermoto wheels. I really am appreciative. I've ridden this bike with the dirt wheels in another video, and it was awesome. I'm just not really a dirt guy, so having the opportunity to put some straight wheels on this. No way, this is mode 1. Not even close to full throttle. Wow. Holy shit. I feel like if I twist the throttle too much, the rear wheel will just spin out on me. That's how much power you have at, how much torque you have at all the speeds. Wow! This is insane! Okay. I need a second. If that was full power, I'd be having the same reaction. The fact that that's mode 1 and there's 5 more modes, I'm not even close to touching the full potential of this bike. That is so exciting. One thing I do want to note though, believe it or not, I have a college degree in math, and in your 3rd year, you start doing calculus in 3 dimensions, and you learn about something called a saddle point. A saddle point's kind of what it sounds like. It's a point in space where the curves are orthogonal in all directions, but it's not a local maximum or minimum, which, according to my calculations, is right here. And if you crunch the numbers, you'll learn that saddle points are really uncomfortable to sit on, because your butt's right here, and you got slope in this direction, you got slope in this direction. I don't want to sit on that. That's super uncomfortable. By far my least favorite part of the bike is that seat, and the math don't lie. It's just beautiful. Like the carbon fiber, and I think the Supermoto wheels really tie it together. Most beautiful bike I've ridden. Let's get back on it. I'm gonna get a feel for these brakes, see if I can wheelie it. Whoa! That's in mode 1. That was just throttle in mode 1 going uphill, and it's picking the wheels up on this 200 something pound bike. That's insane. This has the power to weight ratio of a 72 volt Sur Ronster, but it's 200 pounds. I looked it up though. This bike's super heavy, right? It's really hard to move around the garage, but it's still 60 pounds lighter than Lizzo. The front brakes are really good. Whoa, the front brakes make a big difference. The back brake, okay, it locks the wheel. It locks the wheel. I don't even want to wheelie this. It's too much power even in the lowest power mode. That was a power wheelie. That's crazy! That's fucking crazy! That's a pass just throttle! Oh, I wish there was some way to know how fast that was picking up the wheel. That must have been already going 50 miles an hour, and then it's picking the wheel up with just the throttle. I'm curious what the battery's at. Let me pull out the phone. Okay, so I'm at 86% battery. Still in power mode 1. I like that I took the phone off though. It gives it more of a dirt bike feel. It opens up this space, and once I start doing wheelies, I don't want a phone right in my face. I feel like we're on our phones all the time, or at least I am, and getting on the bike is like the one time where I'm not on my phone. So why would I want it like right in my face? No, 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 no. No way. I actually can't believe that. I need another minute to process this. Oh, I need to put the charger thing on. That still wasn't even full throttle in mode 1. I'm trying to understand how that's possible. Okay, so this is scary. It's a new chain, so I got lube on the chain, and then the lube sprays up on the tire. So turning on my left side is gonna be sketchy as hell because it's all lubed up. Okay, let's just do full throttle in mode 1 here. I'm still not full throttle. No, I can't even do it. I need more space. Uphill, full throttle. It's like the more throttle you give it, well, you think it's at full power. You're like, there's no way there's more. And then it gives you even more than you could possibly imagine. I don't even think I'm gonna get out of mode 1 in this video, but I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere, right? Like we're on this quest to have the most power of any bike in the Sur Ronster world, and I love it, right? It's so fun making your bike faster. But like, at what point do you tell yourself, you know what? I think I'm good. Now is when I tell myself that in mode 1 on the Stark Varg. Now there's 2 types of Stark Vargs. There's the 60 horsepower and there's the 80 horsepower. I don't know if you can even hear me with all the wind noise. I have the 80 horsepower Stark Varg. So If you're looking at these bikes and you're like, oh, well, I don't know if I want the 60 or the 80, if my mode 5, all right, keep in mind I'm in mode 1. If my mode 5 is 65 horsepower, then I can imagine that's plenty. But I got the 80. Let's go. The brakes are motorcycle brakes. The suspension is motorcycle suspension. I would say the seat is a motorcycle seat, but my Sur Ron seat's more comfortable than this. I might make that, because usually when you upgrade a bike, it's like, okay, let's upgrade the power, you know, maybe the pegs and the grips and the bars, but it's always the power. For this bike, it's got the power. I don't want any more power. If anything, I want a little bit less when I start doing balance point wheelies. Here, let's see this spot. Oh, I have zero traction with this much power on supermotos. But yeah, as far as upgrades on this bike, for me it was the wheels. I think the brakes are fine. These are Brembo brakes. I don't even know what you'd upgrade to that's better. And the seat, I would upgrade the seat for sure. This is so pretty. Now, this is one of the reasons I think supermotos are the coolest bikes, is because, what is a supermoto? It's a dirt bike with street wheels on it, which lets you ride in the street. You can also goon max off-road. It's like the best combination for a bike, I think. Here we go. Let's see if we can do a sharp turn like this. Yeah. Oh. Oh. A little muddy. It's been raining out here. So I've had this bike for like 7 days, a whole week, and it's just been sitting in my garage. I want to ride it so bad, but it's too wet outside, and on the supermoto wheels, you don't want to play around in the wet. This bike's too fast for this trail. I'm turning around. It's literally like a Sur Ron. Like, the way I ride a Sur Ron, it feels exactly like how I ride this. Just way easier on the throttle. I've ridden a lot of powerful bikes. That and go-karts, and I've never felt something with this kind of power to weight ratio. And it's out of the box. Like, when you buy this bike from Stark Varg, you don't have to worry about voiding your warranty by cutting a wire here and there to make it faster. You don't have to do any of that because it just doesn't need it. This is the fun of a Sur Ron that I fell in love with the Sur Ron. You ride around the street a little bit, you find a little side road, you hit the side road. I feel like you couldn't. Oh, I slipped. Supermoto problems. Oh, made it. So I actually just got my motorcycle license, believe it or not, and I do want to put a plate on this bike with Dirt Legal. It's this company that helps you legalize off-road bikes. I think they even do like ATVs. So that's my plan, is I want to learn how to wheelie this thing without doing a power wheelie. I want to do an actual balance point wheelie, and I'm going to get it street legal, because this would totally go on the highway. I don't know how long it would go on the highway, but this has way more than enough power to go on the highway, and I want to ride it in a lot of different places. And as fun as it is riding illegally, and I really mean that, I think it's really fun on a big bike like this. It's like $14,000 bike that, you know, I don't want them impounding it, and I feel like running on a Sur Ron makes more sense than running on a big bike. I don't know what the range is on this. I'm pretty sure my Sur Ron has better range, just because it's not pulling this insane amount of power, and it's just bigger. I feel like the best way to run is like being squirrely and going on the sidewalk, and I just want to feel as comfortable doing that on the start. Let me slow down here. I stopped filming. I had to pull over and just contemplate my life for a minute. Contemplate my existence in the universe for a minute. Because everything's changed after this little ride. I rode the Varg before, but I didn't have an opportunity to do it on an open road. And I already had the utmost respect for this bike. That's why I was bugging Stark to send me one. But now that I've been riding it in the street for a little bit, I'm fucking terrified of this thing. And I have so much respect for Varg for building it out. No one's done something like this. No company has gotten close to something like this. There's an electric motorcycle called the Damon that's pretty sick, and it's, you know, 200 miles an hour, but it's like double the price of this. And I don't want a sport bike. I don't want to be going on the highway, you know, and get hit by a 16-wheeler. I like this kind of riding. I like city, country road, and off-road. And that's just the perfect recipe for a supermoto. The brakes feel so good. Something just flew through the fucking... Are you serious? Something just flew through the tiny gap in my goggles, went under the goggles and into my eye. That's crazy. Whoa! You see that? That just hit me in the eye. It went through... It went through the nose. Fly away, little guy. Fly away. Somewhere else. Well, I'm glad I pulled over for that. That dude would have been flying around inside my goggles until I got home. Yay, I get waves from motorcycles now. They never wave back on the Sur Ronster. Okay, we're back on the good street. Here we go, 3/4 throttle. I can't even do full throttle. This is so crazy. I've never gone this fast on a bike in my life. Oh, it turned off. They cut out. The light's still green though. That's weird. You can hear the fan going. There's a fan in there. Why'd it cut out though? Oh wait, that might have turned up a power mode. This button turns up your power. Probably never gonna use that button. Still at 54% battery. Just turn it on and off. Okay. Electric bikes, as amazing as they are, have their limitations, just like any bike. Electric bikes hate when you pin the throttle for like a long period of time. They prefer short bursts of energy, which probably makes this just that, I mean, I know it already is a beast on the motocross track, because you want those quick bursts of energy. This bike's not made for the highway. Like that Damon bike I was mentioning before, that is made for the highway. They want you to sustain those speeds. So that's my excuse for why it's cutting out. But I am curious. If you know, go ahead and leave a comment. I think the first time it cut out was because I let off the throttle at full speed and immediately, and that triggered the regen in a bad way. I have so much more to do with this bike, and I want to live to make those videos. So let me just finish off with one little power wheelie here. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until the end. Yeah.